know that Ben has an abundance of masks? If you follow us on Twitter, @FromAHat, he will give you one of his masks.
The fuck I will! Welcome From a Hat, the show where I draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix.
That one was very muddled. That intro I just did.
Welcome to From a Hat, the show where we pick our topic out of a hat, just like it says in the intro. I'm Phoenix.
You got it wrong.
Did I? I thought I got it perfect!
You said intro. I've never once said intro in our opening.
Ah, dang.
So welcome to From a Hat, the show where we draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title.
Same difference.
I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix.
The animals are locked outside. It is just us today.
Yep.
I have a cold.
And I just ate a Tabasco jelly bean.
That's your problem.
Yeah, they're not nice.
I'm drawing out of the thing.
Go for it.
Oop, that one fell out, so that's the one I'm going to pick. Danny Phantom.
Nice! Hell yeah.
He's a phantom.
It's free real estate.
So the Danny Phantom theme?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck the Danny
Actually, no. So, we're starting the episode, but there's a character in that show who...
Ember?
Ember.
You want Ember's song?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use it. Which one? Like the original? Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine that was designed to view a world unseen. He's got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
So, Danny Phantom's mum and dad killed him, yeah?
No, he killed himself.
But, like, they built the machine.
Look, here's the thing, right? Ben, here's the thing, is that a parent... Well, they probably do. But if a parent puts a chainsaw in the shed to put it away, and a kid goes into the shed, pulls out the chainsaw, rips it open, gets it going, and then cuts himself in half. The parents didn't do that. They put it away where it should be.
How old's the kid?
14.
The kid should know better.
Exactly right.
Alright, I'll admit.
Danny Phantom killed himself.
But Danny Phantom's parents didn't raise him right. He's fucked. If he doesn't know not to fuck about in his parents' weird ghost hunting lab, that's his problem. His that's their problem. They should have raised him better.
Yeah, I suppose.
But regardless, Danny he's dead, yeah? Like, that's the plot.
Well, he's like half dead. I think he's got the power to kill himself.
Alright, hang on. Okay, so what's a ghost? A ghost is a spirit.
Yes.
A ghost is a spirit that has unfinished business that is still lingering. Or, in some cases, it's just a man who worked in a cafeteria.
Yes.
Alright. In Danny Phantom, are ghosts spirits, or are they just occurrences? Because there's also that ghost tornado.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, some of the characters, right, some of the ghosts in it have backstories of when they're alive.
Does Box Ghost have a backstory?
I think he got crushed by a bunch of boxes.
Alright, what about Skulker?
I think so, but I can't remember it.
Right, I know Vlad has a backstory.
Yeah. But Vlad doesn't really count, does he?
He can become a ghost.
Yeah, but so can Danny.
Yeah, but Danny has a backstory.
Yeah, but hey, I'm saying he's like Danny though. He's like a half ghost.
Alright. So
his backstory is his still story.
So what if... Okay, so because some of the ghosts have backstories, some of them don't. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
But let's figure out what Danny is first. My theory is that Danny is just able to separate his soul from his body.
Mm-hmm.
Except that doesn't hold much water because Danny's body becomes the ghost.
Yeah.
So, what happens to Danny's body when he becomes a ghost?
Well, it disappears into the ether. You know what I think? Here's the theory. Danny's body, when he becomes a ghost, ends up in the ghost realm. Right? It's like a swap.
Okay, but what...
You know, because his soul can stay in his body. But his body can't stay in his soul.
Right, but what... Okay, so you know in X-Men,
Uh-huh.
Kitty Pryde can walk through walls.
Yes.
So what if Danny isn't a ghost at all?
Uh-huh.
Danny just has the mutant powers that would make it seem like he's a ghost. They've made his body can become somewhat intangible.
Yep.
And everything that happens to Danny is just kind of a result of... Okay, so the ghost zone.
Yes.
What if Danny was, like, his DNA has been altered? Like, the machine obviously fucked with Danny in a way that made him now able to become a ghost. So,
Yeah.
like, the ghost zone is part of his DNA.
Yes.
Alright, let's just go with that.
Yep.
Enough of this.
Okay.
Back to the ghosts.
The thing about Danny Phantom,
Yeah.
it's a really good show.
Yeah, it is.
Terrible last episode.
Correct.
That's all I wanted to just put that out there right now. If you're a fan of Danny Phantom, you probably know what I'm talking about.
I really like how the teacher uses book titles as swears.
Yep.
Just whenever something crazy happens, he's like, "Catcher in the Rye!
Great Gatsby.
Moby Dick!" That
No.
one is a swear.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Aha.
Hardy har har. Okay, so Ember,
Yes.
she can be seen?
Yeah.
Can everyone... Okay, so everyone can see the ghosts. Did no one notice during the period of time where Ember rose to prominence with her ghost powers that she was not tangible?
Nah, you know, she just didn't touch anyone, didn't give out fan hugs.
What a shitty rock star.
Yeah, I suppose, but you know, some rock stars are like that. They're like, I don't have time for my fans.
Ember is clearly the chick from Evanescence, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That's clearly what Ember and her band are. They're Evanescence.
They're Evanescence.
They are Evanescence.
Except a little more poppy. Not all that much more, but a little more.
Oh, also, then they're Paramore.
Yeah.
Ember and her band are Paramore. If Ember was real, she would have done the theme song from Twilight.
Oh, man, how good would that be?
Fuck, that'd be funny. So Danny, there are episodes where Danny goes to the future.
Yeah.
As a ghost.
Sure.
Like, there are ghosts who can send you to the future. Why?
Well, because here's the thing, right? Time is physical. And he can go through physical. Because he's incorporeal.
When you die...
Yes.
In Danny Phantom...
Yes.
Can you become a ghost? Like, if I were to die right now in the world of Danny Phantom, would I be able to become a ghost, or would I just die? What's the rules?
Well, okay, so I think you have to have some kind of like box ghost type death. You know, like getting crushed like some kind of ironic death.
So if you were to like impale me on the microphone, then I could come back as a ghost?
Yeah. You'd be the podcast ghost.
Oh, fate worse than death.
And every time someone listens to a podcast, you somehow interrupt the podcast.
With our podcast.
Yeah, with our podcast.
Are you still alive in this situation? I feel like you're still alive, but I'm forcing you to come along.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
This is a fate that you were like, well, why did this have to happen? Now I'm stuck with him forever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, haha, Phoenix, I'm a ghost!
Oh, boy.
Look at this! And then I just, like, put my arm through my own head.
Ghosts... People act like the Fentons, who are, like, you know, coincidentally Danny Fenton, who becomes Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
no one figures it out.
It's one of those issues I have with all kinds of superheroes. Like, his name is Danny Fenton, so he chose the name Danny Phantom as his superhero name.
Except really no one calls him that.
Yeah,
you know?
that's just the name of the show.
Yeah, because he goes, like, most people just call him Ghost Boy.
What's the logo on his chest? Is it a DP?
Yeah.
It's a DP. I was just figuring that he chose the name The Phantom as his superhero name. Because that would have been... Oh, but that's taken.
That's taken.
Okay. So his name is... So he's a superhero by the name of Danny Phantom. The only thing that really distinguishes him from his real-world look is his hair colour.
Yeah, which goes white.
And the fact that he has a tail as a ghost.
Sometimes.
So, Danny should be recognisable.
Yeah.
His parents should easily be able to tell that he is the ghost boy.
Yes.
Which is the same issue I have with people not being able to tell Wonder Woman is Diana Prince sometimes.
Yeah, or like I watched the movie Species recently.
Yeah.
And in that, do you know the premise of Species?
No.
Well, the premise of Species is there's an alien who looks, she's half alien, half human.
Right.
And she's trying to breed so that she can take over the world with aliens. Right? And towards the end of the movie, she fakes her death, dyes her hair brown, she's blonde, dyes her hair brown, and gives herself a haircut, and then ends up sleeping with one of the main characters, and they straight up don't realize.
Is this the movie where the guy has an alien come out of his ass?
No.
Okay, I don't know what
No, it is not.
But there's a movie where a guy has an alien come out of his ass, and they're like, "Do you want some ice cream?" He's like, "Yeah, I want some chocolate ice cream." And they're like, "All right, cool." He goes, "We'll get you a bowl of ice cream." He goes, "No, for me. The ice cream's for my ass."
That's Evolution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's also a good movie.
I haven't watched it. I only remember the that scene, and the logo for Evolution is a smiley face with 3 eyes.
Yeah. Evolution, that character, the guy that wants the ice cream for his ass, he trains a girls' volleyball team at a college just so he can watch the girls play volleyball.
What a fucking despicable cunt.
It's pretty bad, right?
Oh, alright, but back to Danny Phantom.
Yes.
No, back to Species.
So in that, the alien changes her hair color and gets a haircut and no one recognizes her.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like, the hair's different. Couldn't be.
I know there's a few people who are probably listening to this who are being like, "Oh, but you don't have a problem with Superman." That's because Superman does a bit more than put on glasses. Like, a lot of people give Superman shit because, like, "Oh, he just puts on glasses."
Superman makes himself look and seem weak.
Superman, like the man in the tights, stands up straight. He's a wall of muscle, perfectly chiseled. Clark Kent hunches so that his muscle now looks like fat.
Yeah.
He wears glasses that have glass sometimes that is so thick that it makes his eyes more fucking distorted. Like, it makes them look more grey than blue. He combs his hair different. He just does everything within his power to make himself look like an ordinary schlub.
Yeah.
And he acts the part perfectly.
Because when you look that normal, no one gives you a second look.
He blends in, because he's white. He blends in. Let's be real here. If Superman was black, it'd be a lot easier to find him. Like in,
Like Steel.
Yeah. That's why Steel has to wear a mask.
Yeah. Although Wonder Woman
Well, Wonder
just
Woman
looks like Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman doesn't do a hell of a lot to change her appearance from when she's Wonder Woman and when she's Diana Prince. Sorry. Price?
Does she really need
Fisher
to?
Price. I don't know. Does she need to? No, which is why it's often an aspect that is ignored in most comics nowadays. But back in the day, there was like, you had to have a dual identity.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have a dual identity, that was the gimmick of the character. It's like, oh, there is no other character. They're the same.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Back to Danny Phantom, though.
Yeah, back to Danny Phantom.
In the last episode, spoilers for Danny Phantom, he reveals that he has been the ghost boy the whole time. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we were picking on Danny Phantom!" And then he makes out with Sam. And it's bad and dumb.
He ended up with the wrong girl.
He absolutely... There's no chemistry between him and Sam other than she's a girl and he's a boy and they're friends.
There is no chemistry between them other than she's a girl, she's a goth.
Yeah.
And she knows about the secret identity.
Yeah.
And he is the superhero.
Yes.
That's the end of, like, all of it. There's nothing else that's like, oh yeah, that explains why these two should be together. Like, he should have ended up with that other chick.
Yeah.
The one who had the same voice as number 5 from Kids Next Door.
Oh my god. I didn't even consider that.
But she played, that voice actress, she plays a lot of character, which is a shame, because she herself has said it's a real fucking shame that literally every single black female
is played by her.
Is played by me. Like, why the fuck is this the case?
Good voice.
She does. She has an amazing voice, but she's right. Like,
yeah.
There should be more job opportunities for African American women in animation. But whatever.
Anyway.
That's an entirely different podcast. Back to Danny Phantom.
Because
he's a phantom!
And unimportant stuff.
Yeah. So, in the future, Danny has a cape.
Yes.
Why?
Well, why does he have a costume in general? How does he make said costume?
The costume he has is a completely incidental thing that just kind of happened. Like, he had to put it on to go into the death chamber.
Yeah. But, like, when he... So, why does... But it has a mark on it, right? It's got the... What does it? No,
like the logo?
Yeah.
He puts that on there.
Oh, good.
He put that there. Because he doesn't for the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's another thing that makes Danny Phantom so good. It has changing status quo.
Yeah, that's true. Danny Phantom really could have used the 3rd season.
Danny Phantom really could have, if it had been made like a couple years later,
yeah,
I reckon it would have really been a lot. It would have got a lot more than it did.
Yeah.
Like, if it had just happened to have been made around the same time as the sort of secondary renaissance of children's shows, ushered in by Adventure Time and Gravity Falls and the like,
yeah,
then...
would have killed it.
Yeah. Like Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Gumball, a little bit of Yonder of a Wonder, I guess.
Yeah. But, for someone... I've watched every episode of Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time remembering most of the villains.
Well...
I remember one has a motorbike. Ember sings.
Well, it's a good thing I have here.
Oh, no.
A list of Danny Phantom villains and their role. Oh, sorry, no, that's the character they played. Those are the actors. I'm a fool. But anyway, here is a list of Danny Phantom villains. You got Vlad Plasmius.
Yeah.
Alright. Who is Vlad.
Yeah, he's the one, if I'm right, he's the one that has the hots for Danny's mum.
Yes. Imagine Dracula, but a ghost.
It's a good combo.
Dark Danny. Who I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah, no, I remember Dark Danny.
What did Dark Danny do?
He,
that's Evil Future Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand now. Skulker.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember Skulker?
In my head, he's the one with the motorbike.
Here's a picture of Skulker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skulker's the biker. Correct. What is Skulker's fucking... He's a hunter. What the fuck's his gimmick?
Motorbike.
His only goal is to capture Danny Phantom.
Uh-huh. But he's a reoccurring character.
He plans to put Danny in a cage, seeing him as he wants to capture him and put him in a fucking zoo.
Yeah, because he's a hybrid.
That's weird. Okay, Box Ghost.
Yeah.
Technus.
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 What does Technus look like? Oh yeah, I remember Technus.
Technus looks like
Is
he's
his
a
name
secondary.
Nikolai Technus.
Yes, it is. That's what
great.
Technus looks like later on.
Yeah.
Technus looks like originally Doc from Back to the Future, but a ghost. And then
Suaves up.
yeah, I like the cape, I must say. Ember,
yeah.
who's
She
ghost.
hypnotizes people.
Yep. Lunch Lady Ghost.
I remember Lunch Lady Ghost. Yeah.
I remember in one of the episodes where they go to the future, they encounter Lunchbox Ghost, which implies that the ghosts can have children.
Yes.
Youngblood.
Youngblood.
It's Pirate Ghost.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He sucked.
Spectra?
Spectre.
I want you to guess first.
A woman.
Right.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh yes, the teacher.
Yeah, the one in red.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely didn't have a crush on her.
No, not at all. Johnny 13? You remember Johnny 13?
I don't.
It's Johnny 13.
I do.
He looks like
Didn't.
a fucking school shooter. I'm sorry. He is going to shoot up Danny's school.
That's alright, Danny can save them with ghost
For the record, this is the one with the motorbike.
Really?
Yep. Interests, motorcycling.
Loser.
Oh, he looks like such a fucking greaseball. Oh, God. Alright. Kitty?
Kitty looks like... Oh.
That's Johnny 13's girlfriend.
Oh my god, she's a babe.
Yep. She's got, like green... What would you describe those as? Are those dreads, or are they just like that's just a mop of hair?
Yeah, I think she just has, like, big hair.
Picture like a 90s punk.
Yeah.
Like a 90s punk girl.
Down to the hair colour.
Yeah. That's her.
Yeah.
Prince Aragon.
Is he a prince?
Correct, he's this fucker.
Oh, you know what he reminds me of? Anyone who's played, Dark Souls 3... He reminds me of the prince that sits on his brother's back.
Is this pronounced Desiree?
Yeah.
Or Desire?
Desiree.
Alright. Do you want to guess what Desiree looks like?
Oh my god. A woman.
She looks like a stereotypical genie.
Yes, I remember her.
Like, I Dream of
And
Jeannie.
she can give wishes as well.
That's her gimmick. She gives wishes. I remember that much. Freak show? Mm-hmm. This guy is my fucking aesthetic. Okay. This motherfucker right here, Phoenix. Look at him.
Oh no, he looks like Penguin.
He looks like a skinny penguin ringleader. He's got a glowy red fist, a red tailcoat, like the penguin's head.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love him. I love him. He went by Freak Show and Cue Ball. Sam called him Cue Ball.
Of course.
Oh, I love this.
So people can see ghosts. Why? Okay, so Danny's the teacher, right?
Yeah.
She comes into the show, and if I remember correctly, her role in the show, she comes in as like a teacher or like a guidance counselor for the school, right? And people tell her their problems, and then she kind of makes it worse for them.
Yeah.
Which great villain for a show about teenagers, right? Like a counselor who doesn't help and makes things worse. It's a very realistic villain. Would work really well.
The next villain on the list is Fright Night.
Okay.
Guess.
Clown.
No, he's a knight, you fucking idiot. He looks exactly like you think he looks like, listeners. He's a big knight with purple flames and a green sword. He looks fucking stupid. Alright, Hotep Ra.
Okay.
Guess.
Egyptian.
Yeah, give me more than that.
Pharaoh beard.
Nope.
Okay, then...
He's a mummy.
Oh, of course. So, back to...
No, I'm finishing this list first.
Okay.
Nocturne.
Nocturne.
Is terrifying. Oh.
Okay, Nocturne looks like... Jesus, King of the Goths.
He is like... yeah. He's... Well, Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah.
He's got like a big flowing body, like a skinny body, but like it's like he's wearing a cloak, except it's a white outline of his body, and the inside is just a picture of space. Like it's the void.
Cool.
And then he's got this sick head.
Yeah.
With like horns.
Yeah. Trying to describe what kind of horns that is.
They're like stereotypical long horns, but they're pointed down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cool.
Pretty cool.
Alright,
I should rewatch Danny Phantom.
Pariah Dark.
Pariah Dark.
He is the king of all ghosts.
I love him.
He looks
He looks kind of like the Knight, but less purple.
He looks like Timmy's first OC. Vortex. That's the ghost tornado.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not bothering to give you any more of him.
He's a ghost tornado.
Walker.
Oh, he's like a hitman, right? Like almost like a gangster kind of dude.
He is a prison warden.
Okay, that makes sense.
He looks like this.
Yeah.
He looks like
I'm just picturing the hat. That's
yeah,
what got
the
me.
hat and the suit really make him look like a gangster.
Yeah.
But he's a prison warden, so Undergrowth, Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
The Ghost.
That's Swamp Thing the Ghost.
And finally, Amorpho, who, my god, he is cool looking. Oh, look at a morpho.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He looks like a grey alien with red eyes, trying really hard to look like he's just a guy.
Oh, I don't know what his gimmick is, because there's not much information on him, but my god, I love him. Oh, he can shapeshift. Of course he can.
Yeah. That makes sense.
He envies Danny's fame and recognition. Alright, cool, but you were going to say something.
So, the teacher character comes in as like a guidance counselor, makes people sad.
Correct.
She looks human. She can swap, but she isn't. She's not like Danny or Vlad.
For the record, that's what she looks like as a ghost.
Yeah.
And then later, that.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that she is, as far as I remember, she isn't a half ghost, half human. She's just a ghost. Why can she make herself look human? And I'm pretty sure she's corporeal.
Yeah. Danny asked her in Penelope Spectra asked Danny in one episode, what are you, a ghost trying to fit in with humans, or some creepy little boy with creepy little powers? What the fuck are you?
What is she?
Is
she a ghost fitting in with humans?
Here is the thing. Penelope Spectra is a ghost villainess that has the ability of disguising herself as a human. She keeps her human form young and beautiful by feeding on people's misery, especially on the depression of teenagers. Her true form is that of a shadow-like ghost creature. That's it.
Straight up, again, that's such a good gimmick.
Okay, so she hides her ghost form from the trio by always having her air conditioner turned up so that Danny's ghost breath was lost among normal breaths from the cold. That's smart.
Yeah.
They also learn about her plans to up the ante of depression by killing Jazz at the school pep rally.
Oh my god, I forgot how good of a character Jazz was.
Which one's Jazz?
Jazz is his sister.
Oh yeah, Jazz is his sister. Fuck, Jazz is best girl.
Jazz finds out that he's the ghost. She finds out.
Yeah, she figures it out.
And she's like, cool.
Well, I guess I'm helping you.
Let me help you.
I like Jazz.
Imagine a show where characters did stuff like that these days.
She has an assistant named Bertrand.
Okay.
That's Bertrand.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
I like how all ghosts have green eyes.
Yeah. Are we sure you don't live with ghosts? I've seen people with green eyes before.
Yeah, but proper green eyes.
Yeah.
How did she hide the green eyes from anyone then?
I'm just saying, maybe, picture this, all ghosts can make themselves look human. None of them do, because their ghost form looks so cool.
Well, she kind of needs to look human, and she's trying her best to, feed. Yeah. Her later appearances, she tries to create herself the perfect body to inhabit by collecting DNA samples of all the children from Casper High.
Creepy.
Through the means of ghost bugs. Overshadowing them and then sending them to a fake hospital resembling the old disturbing ones found in the days before safe medicinal practices.
Yeah.
Knowing she needed Danny's DNA to grant full power to her body, as well as stabilize it, she tried to capture him and extract it from him personally. Danny later finds out Spectra's plans, but when Danny's DNA is about to be taken, Danny instead lets his father's handkerchief he blew on earlier get sucked up instead. So by the time Spectra's perfect body fully activates, she gains Jack's giant figure and later turns into a living pile of mucus. That's sad.
That's gross.
Danny defeats her afterwards and traps her in a Fenton furnace.
So ghosts
are
full-on real. Why are the Fentons considered crazy people?
I don't know, but in a later episode called Girls' Night Out, Spectra aligns herself with Kitty and Ember in a joint attempt to get rid of every man in Amity Park.
Hell yeah.
Hang on, Amity Park? Isn't that the... Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute, isn't there a place in New Jersey called Amity Park? But no, I'm thinking of somewhere else. But they are later defeated by Sam, Jazz, and Maddie.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, ghosts are real. The Fentons are looked at as crazy people.
Yes.
But are they?
Yeah, people see them and they're like, oh, those are those ghost wackos who go around
To be fair, they are fucking whack jobs.
Yeah, for sure. There's no denying they're weird people, but they're considered weird because of their profession.
I don't think they're considered weird because of their profession. I think they're considered weird because they're fucking insane.
Hey, Maddie Fenton's not that crazy.
She hangs out with Jack and she wears a full body suit, including a hood with goggles. Yeah. She's a fucking lunatic.
I think it's cool.
Maddie and Jack are fucking crazy people. That's why people don't like them. Not because they think ghosts are real. That's fine and understandable, because they're fucking real.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, we see ghosts all the time.
Yeah, ghosts are real. You're just fucking a lunatic.
They go to Casper High.
What's the name of that Danny's love interest? Well, love interest. The one he should have ended up with. What's her name?
She was a love interest for a while. I don't remember.
I'm gonna go to Danny's page and see if it's in there. Oh, major characters. Valerie?
Could be Valerie.
It is Valerie. She is 14 or 15 at the end of the series. She is... Yep, that's the one. Yep, that's what she looks like at the end of the series.
Cool.
She got cooler.
Yeah, they all got cooler. Except Sam and Tucker.
Yeah, Sam and Tucker just stayed lame. Anyway.
She's cool. Valerie's cool.
Yeah.
She's got good motive behind what she does and why she feels what she feels.
Yeah. Ghosts bad.
Ghosts are bad.
Kill ghosts.
Yep. Hey, you know how the Fentons say they're ghost hunters but don't really do anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna
do something.
God, I like how this is a universe where ghost hunter is an actual profession. Clearly, the Fentons are making some kind of money because they're able to live.
Yeah.
And they've raised 2 children.
Well,
they've raised 1 child and 1 ghost.
No, what I was going to say is that maybe they're not making money from ghost hunting. Right? Before they were ghost hunters, they were both they're both doctors to an extent.
Yeah.
Like they're so maybe they just made a ton of money before they started ghost hunting.
What, they decided to chase their passion project of ghost hunting? I'm gonna look at the wiki.
Or maybe Vlad is giving them their money because he's got the hots for Maddie.
Let's go with Jack. Jack with his big fucking orange body. I like how he's just a rectangle with arms and legs. He's in his 40s. He's a ghost hunter. Interests, ghosts, needlepoint, fudge. Family, parents, Grandpa Fenton, married to Maddie, children, Danny, Jazz, Danny, who is the female clone of Danny, and also Alicia, who's his sister-in-law, and John Fenton Nightingale, who is his ancestor. His life before his college days is unknown. According to him, he was born in a log cabin and had always wanted a pony, but never got one, as he and his family had to eat horse meat during the war. It is not known if this is true or if he was just rambling. He has an ancestor named John Fenton Nightingale, who lived during the time of the Salem witch trials, with whom he shares his looks and obsessiveness, indicating the contact with the paranormal seems to run in the family. During his college days at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, he and Vlad Masters were once best friends, along with Maddie. The 3 of them built an early version of what would later become the Fenton Portal, which they called the Proto-Portal, which is the thing that killed their son. When the portal was nearly complete, Jack, Maddie, and Vlad gathered to test it for the first time. Jack unwittingly filled the ectofiltrator with Diet Cola, causing the portal to malfunction while Vlad stood directly in front of it. That's how
he gets his powers, yeah.
Malfunction with Vlad's, blasting Vlad with a beam of ectoplasmic energy. Vlad came down with a horrible case of ectoacne and was hospitalized for years. Soon after, Vlad lost contact with Jack and Maddie, but still held a grudge against Jack. Sometime after college, after an embarrassing proposal by Jack, Maddie and he got married. They had 2 children, Jazz and Danny. During the next years, although they would occasionally argue over things like Christmas, Jack and Maddie had a good life, working on experiments and raising their children. They eventually decided to have another go at building the ghost portal, and unfortunately for them, it killed their son, and they broke up as a result. They got a divorce because neither of them could really cope with the loss of their son.
Yeah.
And that is why the show is called Danny Phantom, in memoriam of their dead son.
Of course.
So no, they weren't doctors beforehand.
Well, good. They were just rich. They had to eat horses. You seem displeased, Ben.
I hate this. I hate ectoacne as a concept, which looks like this, by the way. Just looks like really severe acne.
Yes.
Well, I think we've caught them all, because we're Danny Phantom.
Sure. I was going to say, what was your gimmick? But...
Yeah, alright, cool. What would your gimmick be? You can go first.
Okay,
It's a good way to wrap things up.
Yes. my ghost gimmick, as it were.
Do you want to do each other?
Well, I've already made you the podcast ghost.
Yeah, but you can give me something else. Because I'm going to give you something.
Good. Okay, so, what do we know about Ben? Well, I can tell you that yesterday he told me he bought 8 kilos of gummy cola bottles. The cola bottle ghost.
The candy ghost. For the record, at my work, everyone knows that if I'm on shift, there is candy somewhere in my immediate vicinity.
Jesus Christ.
Like, people come in, like, they'll look around the kitchen, like, what are you looking for? And they're like, oh, just, stuff. And I'm like, they're in that bucket over there. They're like, cool! Got a snake.
Jesus Christ.
I am the candy man.
Okay.
That is my ghost identity, is it?
Yes, you're the candy ghost.
I'm the candy ghost. Alright, then you're the weeb ghost.
Nice.
Hentai ghosts! Hentai ghosts.
What do I do? Because in my head, you turn candy to ghost candy, so kids can't eat theirs.
You block all the hentai sites so weebs can't wank. You replace it with an image of your ghostly self going,
Not until you say the magic word.
Yeah. Or alternatively, you could be the 80s ghost.
That would be cool.
With a keytar.
Nice.
Just Ember, but with a keytar.
Hell yeah. So less Paramore, more...
Talking heads.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that. Well, on that note, I've been the candy ghost.
And I've been the 80s hentai ghost.
Oh god, what a crossover.
Thanks for listening. To contact Phoenix and Ben, email them at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.